What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Josh Powell here. You're watching Amateur Pool. You read the title right. We've got an APA match. And yes, I am still suspended from the APA. And no, this is not a league match. I'm actually playing a gentleman by the name of Darrell Hudiburgh. He is currently playing APA. So when we matched up, he wanted to do an APA race. So that's what this is. This isn't a league match, but it is an APA race. He's a skill level 3 in 8-ball. I'm a skill level 7. So we did a 6-2 race. He won the lag. He's about to break. And he made a ball. So in APA, it's make it, take it. He made a solid, so he is playing solids. So give you guys a heads up. Darrell is actually kind of like my boss, right? For those that don't know, I am a real estate agent. Darrell owns the brokerage that I work under. The brokerage is called Real Estate for a Cause Waterford. And he's the broker, and he happens to be a pool player as well. Imagine that. I found a brokerage where there's a pool player as the managing broker. So, and if you guys, by the way, if you need real estate work, buying, selling, anything like that, and you're in the Michigan area, hit me up, man. I'll work directly with you and help you out. If you're anywhere else in the country, I have a network of vetted and trusted, experienced real estate agents across the entire country. So anybody in the entire country, the United States, needs buying or selling or real estate help, send me an email. I got you, bro. I got you. Now let's get on with this match, okay? Darrell was shooting pretty good. We played a 9-ball set as well before this, and I'll post that one too. And he was shooting really well in the 9-ball match. He's actually a skill level 4 in 9-ball, but only a 3 in 8-ball. Talk to him a little bit. I think it's just his pattern choices that makes him a little bit lower in 8-ball. So he shot the 7 in the corner. He doesn't have a complete run out here because the 1 and the 5. The 1 and the 5 are kind of jacked up. He still has a shot here, but this is kind of where his decision making needs to get better, because instead of shooting his next ball, he should be looking for a way to better the table for himself and make it worse for me. But he's going to go ahead and shoot that 4 ball. I don't know if he's going to try to shape the 2 next. I think he was trying to catch more rail and come around for the 2 in the same pocket. But he caught that point and the ball ended up in the pocket. Now he's looking at a tough acting to neck, and you guys already know. And I apologize for my voice, guys. I'm not feeling great. I've been a little bit sick. But, life goes on. We've got to get videos out. Also, drinking my morning coffee today. I'm acting like a real responsible adult, and I'm working in the morning. So cheers to you guys. Hope everybody has a great Friday. I'm recording this on Friday. I'll probably get it out Friday, but if not, you guys will see it Saturday. Cheers, And no, there's no whiskey in this coffee, bro. It's just straight coffee. That's it. All right, he missed that shot. He gave me an opportunity here at the table, but it's still not a pretty table. The 12-13 over there by the 1 ball are still jacked up. The rest of the balls are open. I can make the 10. It goes in the top left corner. But I've got to figure out that 13. And that's probably what I'm looking at right now, is figure out a way to get that 13 and the 12. Otherwise, there's no point in trying to run out here. I may end up playing a safety on him just because I can't run out. And that's the smarter way to play it. If you don't see a good run out in 8-ball, look for the safety, man. Or if not a safety, look for a way to take control of the table. Make it better for you and worse for your opponent. Your object is to win the game, not make balls. And it's a hard thing for people to remember when they're coming up in the ranks. So I did exactly that. I played a safety. I did 2 things with that safety. I hooked him, and I popped the 11 ball off the point right there. So now the 11 ball is much easier to be made. Where the 11 ball was at before, right on the rail next to that side pocket, it's a difficult location. So I just played a safety on the 11, popped it off the rail. 2 birds, 1 stone. It is what it is. 2, 1. 2 birds, 1 stone. You guys already know. You guys already know, bro. Yeah, so real estate was the next logical step for me. I did 14 years, spent 14 years doing purchase mortgages. So I got real familiar with the inner workings of how that whole transaction process takes place. Pretty well versed in helping people process their mortgages and underwrite their mortgages. But now I'm on the other side of it doing the real estate portion. So, man, it'd be cool if you guys hit me up and we can work together. I'd like to meet some of you anyway. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of fun. All right, so I was playing another safety here because I didn't have a good shot. So I played the 13 up. I wish I wouldn't have put the 13 into a clutter like that, but I put the cue ball down on the rail behind my ball, so he can't really do much here. I think he's going to have to kick at something. He's looking at kicking at the one ball, it looks like, but I don't know for sure. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, he's looking at kicking the one ball. Now, in APA, you don't have to call your pocket, right? It's slop. It's a slop league. I'm not a big fan of APA's rules for 8-ball. Their 9-ball scoring system works well when it's a mismatch, right? When you have someone who's a higher skill level. Oh, he made a good hit, just barely, but he scratched. When you have someone who's a higher skill level versus somebody who's a low skill level, then their 9-ball scoring system works well because you don't just have to count games. Any balls that the lower opponent makes counts towards their total win. So I'll go into more detail on that. I think you guys probably already know how it works, but I'll go into more detail on that when I post the 9-ball match. He gave me ball in hand, and that's dangerous with only a couple balls left on the table. Plus, if you guys notice, we're playing on a valley table, so the pockets are pretty big, right? Feels good shooting on a valley table sometimes. You lose a little touch control on the cue ball because the playing surface isn't quite as smooth as like a diamond, but man, the balls are a lot easier to make. So I just used stun with a little right spin on that one, spun it off the rail up for the 11. I'll probably just drift this one forward a little bit for the 15 in the left side pocket. Yep. I wish I would have got further off the rail because I need to stop or draw the 15 a little bit, and being close to the rail, I'm going to have to jack up. Yeah, I've got to lift my stick, and things can go wrong when you do that. Just like that. Yeah, I just drew it a little bit too much and hooked myself behind the 5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you lose a game, you know? Normally, this would be how you lose a game. Let's see if I get punished for it here. I called it in the upper right corner or bottom right corner, depending on how you want to say it. That one over there, you know, straight above me. I'm going to kick at it and try to make it over there. That's all I can do, really. I made a good hit, and I left the cue ball on the bottom rail, so that makes it tough, and the 8-ball blocked the 2. So I had a couple good things happen on that shot, even though it was a bonehead move, overdrawing the shot before the 8. I got lucky, and I had a couple good things happen when I kicked at the 8. So I may get another chance. We'll see. We will see here. You know, that 2-ball is really going to make it tough for him to get out. Good shot on that 1. Now he's got decisions to make. He's got a tough shot on the 5 and no shot on the 2. Personally here, I would play a safety. I'd probably just hit the 5 and put the cue ball on that bottom rail, or that top rail as we're looking at the table. The right side rail, the short rail, you know, the short rail. You know, by the way, if you want short rail gear, that link is in the description, shortrail.com. You know, we're going to have a fall lineup here pretty soon. We'll talk more about that later, guys, though. I'm not trying to over-advertise. You know, I'm trying to have fun and watch a match. That's it. That's all we're trying to do. Just have a good time. Enjoy an amateur pool match together in the morning while I drink my coffee, you know? You guys already know. All right, he's shooting at this too. What's he doing? Okay, chingado. Oh, he was trying to block my pocket. Smart shot. It was a smart shot, but I don't think he blocked the pocket. He hit it a little too hard. But even if he had blocked the pocket, he left me a pretty good bank there. I could have probably banked it to that other corner pocket. I think this slides in past the 2, though. Sure does. And that makes the match score 1-0. Remember, guys, I've got to get 6 games before he gets 2. So it's not an easy race. You know, it's really not. When a higher skill level player plays a lower skill level player, it's not easy for either of them, which is good. That's how you want it to be, right? You want it to be a tough match for both players. It's a little easier in 8-ball than it is in 9-ball because, like I said, in 8-ball it only counts if they win the game. In 9-ball it counts you get a point every time you make a ball. So I had to take stripes because that's what I made on the break. It's make it, take it with APA. And so I followed up with that shot in the corner. I've got options here, guys. This looks like I could actually get out here. Okay, I made the 10. I think I was trying to come out for the 9. Yeah. Yep, I was trying to come out for that 9-ball, but I don't think I came out far enough. So now I've got to adjust my plan. Maybe, yeah, 13, 14. And then off the 14, I can draw back up to the middle of the table for the 9-ball. And I'll save that 12 for last because it's sitting in the pocket, and it also lends to good shape on the 8-ball. So I'll use the 12 as my key ball here. Yeah, I'm trying to get up table for the 9 here on this one. Just a little draw. It looks like I got enough angle to just draw straight up table. Yeah, I overdrew it a little bit actually, but that's okay. I think I still got the shot. Now on this shot, I'll use straight inside, straight left spin, and I'll hit the 9 in, come off the right long rail, the bottom short rail, and then the left long rail, and come back out towards the middle of the table for the 12. Yep, just like that. I nicked the 1. I got lucky. If I'd have hit that 1 anymore, I would have got stuck behind it. So now I can just do a stop shot here, and I should have a good shot on the 8. Yeah, I actually drew it back a little bit, which is fine. Now I got the 8, guys, and if I make this 8, we're looking at a break and run, you know? Ain't it fun? Chilling in the sun. Yeah, oh, don't stun it into the corner, Josh. What are you doing, bro? You know? What are you doing? All right, so the score is 2-0, and let's see what happens, you know? I've got 2, he's got 0. I need 4 more, he still needs 2. All right, yeah, that was it wasn't a horrible break, guys. I'm going to tell you what was going on. We're playing this at a bar venue, you know, and there was something on this match, you know what I mean? So it wasn't just a fun match, but we were playing at a neutral location at a bar venue, and the ball sets had different sizes. There were some different size balls, so you couldn't get them to rack real tight. So I had a couple breaks that were pretty bad. That was one of them. But we struggled with the rack on this table the whole time we played. Just because, like I said, if you didn't have a ball in a certain location, it would be too big and it would create a gap. You wouldn't be able to push the rest of the balls together. So I think that's what happened. Well, at least that's my excuse about this break. You know what I mean? I felt like I hit that one good, too. I remember it. All right, so he's got a choice here. He can shoot whatever he wants. It looks like he's going for the 4, maybe. No, he cut the stripe into the side or into the corner. That was a good shot. I didn't see him shooting that. I thought he was shooting the 4 into the side. Now he's got the 14, but he's got to be careful on this rack, right? His 9-ball's in trouble. He's got to figure out exactly how he's going to do this if he tries to run it out. And I highly recommend, like in this position as a skill level 3, you don't go for the run out here. You look for a way to establish your ball set and then take advantage of the table, right? So he knows his 9's in trouble. He could maybe hit the 9 into by a pocket somewhere and leave me a tough shot. That's how you win more games as a lower skill level player. You don't try to run out, especially when you're playing a higher skill level player. You're not going to win the run out game. I mean, the higher skill level player is going to run out more often. So you have to play smart. And that doesn't just mean playing safe. That means maneuvering the table to make it better for yourself and worse for your opponent. So using your balls to put in front of pockets and blocking the opponent's balls, stuff like that, you know, opening up your problems and creating bunches or problems for your opponent, stuff like that, you know, instead of just trying to run out. All right, and I'm going for the 1-2-5 combo here. I sure am. Just I talk about playing smart, I go ahead and try a triple point combo. You know what I mean? That shot was redonkulous, man. It was dumb to try. Dumb to try that shot. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done that, you know? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you, Josh? You know better than that. You know better. All right, he can shoot the 11's really the only shot he's got, I think, right now. And I'm not sure where he's going to land next. Maybe he ends up with a shot on the 13. Okay, he created a bunch down there in the bottom of the table, top of the table. I'm going to make up my mind whether we call that the bottom or the top. It's kind of the side, but we're going to call it, we're going to call it the top. That's the top. Hear ye, from henceforth, that end of the table shall be known as the top. All right, sorry about that, little Timmy. Back to the match, We're going back to the match. All right, is he trying to combo here? Craziness. Oh, he miscued. He miscued and jumped the cue ball. He was trying to put draw on it. He did that a couple times when we played. I don't remember if he did it more than once in this 8-ball set, but I think he did it once or twice in the 9-ball set as well. All right, I don't think I'm trying to make anything here. Yeah, I'm just breaking up that problem. See, this is what I mean by making the table better for yourself. I saw that problem. I broke them up and put the cue ball up table to where he didn't really have a good shot, if any shot. He might be able to make the 13 off of the 2, but I don't think he's getting out here, So that's what I was doing there, is I was just making the table more favorable for me and less favorable for him. Yeah, he did make the 13 off the 2 and the 15, and he shaped the 10, but where the 9 sits, it won't go past the 3, and the angle he has on the 10 is going to take him away from the 9 anyway. He's not going to be able to make the 10 and open up the 9 and get a shot. So he's in a real tough predicament here, and he's only got 2 balls left, and I've got a lot of balls left on the table, so that means playing safety here is probably a pretty tall task, right? Because he's almost never going to leave me somewhere where I'm not going to have a shot. Oh, he tried to make something happen, Captain. That's tough business right there. All right, he got me down table. Now my 7 ball's a little tough here. Where my 7 ball sits, the 3 ball's tough. I'm looking like I got a shot at the 2, which is good. It looks like I'm going to play it rail first, maybe. Oh, no, I played the carom off the 3 into the 2. That was a pretty okay shot. I wish the 3 would have bounced out a little further, but it looks like it might go to the right side corner, top right corner, between the 10-9. And then I do that, and then I shoot that shot. That was a horrible stroke, but I'm going to get lucky. I got lucky and hooked him on it, man. I'm sorry, Darrell. Darrell, I apologize for that. That's my bad, bro. I didn't mean to get lucky like that. I didn't mean it, bro. Didn't mean it, I'm almost out of coffee here, guys. How much time we got left? Oh, shoot. We still got almost 20 minutes left. About 20 minutes left, and I'm almost out of coffee already. That's okay. I don't need no more coffee. I'm starting to wake up, We're waking up. All right, Darrell's looks like he's measuring a kick shot here. I don't know if he's trying to make his ball. It doesn't matter in APA if he doesn't have to call it. So whether he's trying to make it or just hit it, it doesn't matter. If it goes in, he's still good. Oh, yeah, there's no reason he wouldn't be trying to make this, though. He's going to kick it to 10. Oh, what a good hit. That wasn't easy to hit. It was so close to my 3, it's easy to misjudge that. All right, let's see if I bonehead this up again like I did last time, or if I get out here. The 7 ball is really the only tricky ball left now, the 7 ball. Oh, smart, though. I played the draw off of the 1 to get a shape on the 3 to try to get to the 7, but it looks like I fell pretty straight on the 3. The only thing I can think here is the pockets are so big on a valley. It looks like I'm going to punch it and try to cheat it and get over there and hit the 7. Yep. Yeah, I had to cheat it. And I wouldn't have been able to make that shot on a diamond table because the pockets are tighter and the shelves are deeper. But on a valley table, you can cheat it like that and punch it over. I was straight on that ball. There we go. Okay. Now I've got no more problems, really. I've just got to buckle down and make my shots. I got a little more angle on this 5 than I'd like to have, though. That's going to make my shape on the 4 or the 6 a little tougher for sure. Yeah, boy. Nothing like making it tough on yourself. I'm going to back cut this 4, but I have to do it slowly So I end up shaping the 6. Or I can do it hard, but I don't want to hit it hard with this cut. Sorry, guys. That was a good speed there, though. I hit it nice and slow with straight draw, come off the rail, and ended up with a shot on the 6. There is some angle on this 6, so I'll probably use inside English and just kill the cue ball off of that long rail. Yeah. Yep. Otherwise, if I wouldn't have done that, I would have been way over by the 10 ball, and then this 8 ball shot would have been a lot more difficult. But made it, guys. That's 3-0. I got 3 more games to win. Darrell's got 2 more games to win. Leave a comment. Let me know if you think he wins. Or let me know if you think he gets a game. Either way. Put your prediction down below. I'm going to put my real estate email in the description of this video as well. And I'll probably pop it up on the screen, guys. Basically an advertising whore. Just kidding. Oh, it's a family channel. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for that bad language. You know what I mean? I'm an advertising harlot. That's better. Harlot. That's way better, right? So I'm going to pop my email up on the screen. I'll put it in the description. Any real estate agent needs you have, I can fulfill, whether it's in Michigan or anywhere else in the country. If you're not in Michigan, though, I'm going to hook you up with some of my friends. You know what I mean? I won't be able to work with you directly because I'm not flying to California to help you with real estate, man. I'm just not doing it, Although I might. California is nice, Plus, I'd have to get licensed out there and all that. Right now I'm licensed in Michigan. That's it. It's the only state. That's it. All right, Darrell's up. What's he going to do? What's he going to do when they come for you? All right, what's he got here? Oh, he's just playing a little safety, boo. A little safety action. Trying to look at what he left me here, though. Nothing easy. Looks like I'm going to shoot the 12 between the 1 and the 8. That's a tough shot from here. I'm not sure. Ooh, a scratch too. I got that was nasty. I almost put the 8 in, and I scratched on top of it. I just hit that very bad. I didn't hit that anywhere near where I wanted to hit it. That's for sure. That's faux show. All right, so let's see what the man does here. What's he gonna do? It doesn't look like anything's been established yet, so it's still an open table, and he's got ball in hand. I don't see anything down. It looks like he's gonna go for the 5 ball and break out the 2-3. So that tells me in his mind he's looking at running out because he's breaking up his problem right off the bat. You only do that really if you're gonna run out or if you're trying to run out. Either way. Ooh, that stun shot came off the rail and kind of hid him. It didn't hit him. It hid him behind the 7 a little bit. He can still shoot the 1, but he's got to shoot it past the 10, so he needs a very accurate straight stroke, which he didn't have there on that shot. He didn't stroke it perfectly straight, so he didn't hit the object ball where he intended to, and it bounced off the 10, obviously resulted in him missing the shot. So I have this 10 ball shot, it looks like. Am I going to shoot the 10 or am I going to shoot the 12? What am I going to shoot here? Looks like I'm going to shoot the 12. Looks like I'm putting draw on it as well. Oh, more stun than draw. Now I have the 15. My focus is going to be on this 11 ball, right? So in my mind, the 11 ball is where I need to figure out. The 9-14 are a little bit of a challenge as well, but the 9 ball goes into that top left corner. And once you make that, the 14's open. Okay, I came over and hit it anyway, I guess. But I got lucky and fell on the 11. That worked out nice. Now once I get rid of this 11, the rest of the table's wide open. Wide open. Just a little stop shot. Shoot the 9 in the side. And then the 10, I can either follow forward here and shoot the 13, or I can shoot the 10 down in the top right corner. Remember, we're calling that top from henceforth, from henceforth. So I fell on the 13. I kind of like saving the 13 to shoot. Yeah, I like saving the 13 to get back up table for the 8. Problem is, to shoot the 10, I've got to shoot over top of the 13. So I took a look at it. I didn't like it, so I must have a plan to get back to the 8. We'll see what I do. I'm putting draw on this. Am I going to try? I think I'm going to try to get straight on the 10. Yep, and just draw it straight back. Straight up table. This is a little touchy, man, because your draw speed has to be right, and that scratch comes into play in this corner by where I'm shooting, the bottom right corner. So I got to be careful on this. I overdrew it a little bit, but that's okay. I think I can make this shot from here. Just don't scratch in the side pocket. I have to put a little bottom on the cue ball, which I am, so I don't scratch in the side pocket off the 1. That works. I don't scratch in the corner off the 6. Didn't hit it hard enough to scratch in the corner. All right, so guys, 4-0. I only need 2 more. It's a 2-2 race. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm doing all this with my hands, but that's what it is. 2-2. We got 2 games left. He needs 2. I need 2. And what happened here? Oh, I made a solid, and it's a decent looking spread. The 1's a little tight, and the 8 ball's a little tight. So what am I going to do here? Did I make a solid or a strike? Oh, I'm shooting the 4. That was a pretty okay shot right there. Not a bad back cut. Not bad at all. So I've really got to figure out, am I going to come into the 1 and the 8 right here and open the table up? Is that what I'm going to do? No, I hit it too soft for that. I was trying to shape the 1. If I would have hit that a little softer, I could have made the 1 in the top right corner and clipped the 8 and knocked the 8 out of there. I also could have just made that last shot more firm and just came into those balls. But the problem there, it's more like, using a baseball bat instead of a delicate tool. Insert your delicate tool analogy there. It was more like just rearranging stuff and hoping for the best because you don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. Okay, I put a little too much spin on that. I didn't want to spin into the 7. I just wanted to come off the rail and back out and shoot the 7. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do except maybe safe him. Try to safe him behind his own ball. Yep. Okay, I didn't get behind his own ball. I hit it a little light for that. And I'm still poking the cue ball a bit, man. Before you comment and tell me I'm poking the cue ball, I already know. I've been working on it. It's just hard for me because that's the way I've always played. I've always poked the cue ball. And it's a very difficult habit for me to break. I have to actively think about it on every shot. So when I start getting into a rhythm, as well as I do, you're not actively thinking about all your mechanics. But I already know I'm poking it, man, and I'll do better. I promise, little Timmy. I promise. I'll stop poking it eventually. When I do, look out. Here I come. Look out. All right, he missed his shot. I still don't know if I have an out here, though. I don't have an out, I don't think. I think the 7 ball will go into the corner, but the 6-1, no bueno. Wait, what's going on, bro? What's going on here? Where's everybody at? I don't know. Oh, here I come. I must have been pooping or something in the bathroom. I don't know. Oh, we were talking about something, it looks like. Apologize for the delays, guys. I'm sorry for the delay, I thought my camera froze for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember seeing my camera freeze. Ooh, this is no good. I've got nothing I can do here with the 6 or the 1. I don't even see a good safety. What am I? Oh, I was just trying to break them up, I think, but I was scared of the double hit. So I intentionally tried to poke that one so I wouldn't double hit it. And I just didn't hit the ball hard enough and gave him ball in hand, which actually isn't a bad play because I didn't break out the 15. So now he has to contend with it if he wants to try to run out. But honestly, in this position, I do not recommend he try to run out here. I highly recommend he maybe make 1 or 2 balls and put his table in a better position than it is now and leave me hooked on my balls. Like he could make the 10 and the 13 and then push the 9 down by that pocket where his stick is, the top left corner, and leave me hooked. And then he put a ball down in the corner that he could use to get to the breakout later. But he can also use the 11 to get to the breakout. But he could try to run out here, but I don't recommend it at a skill level 3 for sure. I don't recommend it at a skill level 3, guys. Excuse me, little Timmy. My sickness. I'm sick right now. You know, my nose was trying to run away. I had to catch it. You know, he was taking off. It is what it is. All right. He missed there, so he did kind of play it safe. And honestly, I don't think he was intending to miss, but that's probably the best thing he could have done there. Because if he would have just kept making balls, he would have got to a point where he had no choice but to break out my balls. Oh, no. I had to spin my shot off the rail to make a good hit, and just happened to carry him into the side, man. Nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that. I still got the 8-ball locked up, which is a good thing. He still has the 8-ball locked up, technically, because it's his shot and it's his 8-ball when he's shooting. You know, I'm hoping it'll eventually be my 8-ball when I get to shoot, but right now it's his 8-ball. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he's talking to me about the rack right now. I could see him pointing and looking back at where I was sitting. I was sitting off to your right as you look at the table. It would basically be to my left where I'm sitting right now, I think. When I'm on screen, I think it would be straight to my left. I'm not sure though, guys. I always get confused, you know, because it's like a mirror when you record yourself and then you put it on screen. It's backwards. It's kind of weird, you know. I don't know, guys. I'm not a scientist. You know what I mean? I just hit the record button and talk. That's it. That's it, Jack. That's all I do. I don't know, he's bouncing that stick around, isn't he? What's he doing there? Stop playing with that thing, Darrell. You'll put an eye out. You'll poke your eye out. Stop playing with that thing. You'll go blind. All right, you got to do something, though, Darrell. You got to do something, my man. What is it? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? He's still thinking on it, man. So, I mean, if you want to run out, you start with the 11. Bump the 8, right? And that opens up your 8-ball. But you got to be careful with that because the 6 is going to come down off the rail and it might block the 14. So you either have to hit it soft or firm to make sure you don't block the 14. He's starting with the 9, which I don't hate because I don't hate it because this would signify to me that he's not going to try to run out here. And that's not a bad choice with my 6 still locked up, you know. And not to mention, his stripe down there in the top right corner blocks the shot on my 1 to go in the corner at least. I can still make the 1 in the side. So if he wanted to right now, he could hit the 13 straight, leave the cue ball on the rail, on the bottom rail, and I wouldn't have a shot, you know. He could play it safe on me. He looks like he's lining up to try to make this 13, though. If he does, he might break out the 8. Oh, he put left spin on it. He put left spin on it. That's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's going to come down to that 8-ball, I think, if he tries to run out here. He can make the 11 now, but he doesn't really want to do that because the 11 is how he breaks out the 8. He can do it off the other balls. It's just easiest to do it off the 11. Curious to see how he plays this. Nice and soft here, maybe. Leave yourself the 14. Or you can use bottom right and give yourself that shape on the 11. Oof. Okay. He missed the shot, but he got a good leave out of it. I don't have a shot at the 1. I can see my 6, obviously, but if I hit the 6, it's going to open up the 8. What can I do here? If I hit the right side of the 6, it would be our left side, but our left side of the 6, as I'm shooting, it would be the right side of the 6 and draw off the rail and try to get him maybe like behind the 14. That opens the table up. I have the 1 ball by the side pocket, and I just hope he doesn't end up with a shot, really. I'm trying to hook him. And if he does end up with a shot, I'm taking the chance that maybe he doesn't run out, you know. This is this is a shot I did pretty well on it, man. Hooked him behind his own ball, but look where the 8 ended up, right? Blocking up my 1. That's a shot I wouldn't take playing a high skill level player. Because it's very risky, right? If I don't get that hook, the high skill level player is going to run out on me for sure. This is a risk I can take when I'm playing maybe a little bit lower skill level player because if I don't get the hook, there's still a chance they're not going to get out, you know, and I end up with another shot. So it is what it is, you know. You're not supposed to play the player. You're supposed to play the table, but sometimes my decision making on the table depends on who the other player is, you know. That's just facts. Facts of life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life, you know. You guys already know. I don't need to tell you. You already know. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Is he have a shot, or is he just making a good hit and leaving me up table? That would be the smart play, but I have the 6. I think the 6 will go. Oh, he is going for the shot. Oh, he almost made it, too. That was a great try. And he left the 6. Well, I think the 6 goes past the 12, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. And can I see enough of it past the 1 to even make it? Nope. Maybe I could have, maybe I couldn't have. I don't know, but it would have been touchy. And really, what am I going to do with the 1 still? You know what I mean? I know the 1's blocking up the 8 for him, so there's a good chance I'm going to get another shot. Because if you try to break out the 8, there's a good chance you make it in the side pocket, so it's dangerous. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. All right, he's got shots here. He's got shots. Let's make the 14, and then he can shoot the 12 next, or he can shoot the 10, or the 11. He can shoot whatever he wants, really. But he's playing safe. Yeah, that's not a bad decision to make. Just based on where the 8's at, he's basically telling me, hey, you deal with it. You know, you deal with your 1 ball, and when you miss your 1 ball, I'll make the 8. That's not a bad shot. What am I doing? I'm drawing behind the 11. Am I going to try to make this one? I think I am. I'm going to try to shoot the 1 to the bottom left corner pocket. Oh, such a touchy shot. I've got to draw it off the rail so I don't hit the 8 and make the 8. And that's not even the hard part. The hard part's making the shot. Ooh, that was pretty okay. That's one for the highlight reels, maybe. I don't know. You tell me. I thought it was a pretty good shot, considering the circumstance. There it is. I'm on the hill, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 5-0. You know. Let's go. I don't know why I got so excited there, you know. I mean, it's too early in the morning for that, but it is what it is. Get excited sometimes, you know. I don't know why. I just get excited, you know. Hanging out with my friends, watching a pool match. It's hard not to get excited. I wish my nose wasn't running, though. I get tired of catching it. You know, it's pretty fast. I gotta catch it every time. And I'm crippled, so that's hard to do. You know, I'm not that fast myself. All right, so here we are. I am on the hill, looking at the table here. I can't see what I made. I didn't pay attention when I broke, you know, because I was talking about my nose running. All right, 7 ball. So I am solitos. Am I going to shoot that 6, man? It's tight. I don't know if I was telling them, hey, there's enough room here. Let's watch. We'll be able to tell if it's a bad hit by how the cue ball reacts, right? If it's a double hit or a push. That looked like a good hit to me. It looked like a good hit. I mean, the cue ball drew back pretty naturally. I don't think it would do that if I double hit it or pushed it. Where am I going with the 4, bro? Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to bank it. Jeez, I'm freewheeling at this point, guys. Feeling okay to shoot that kind of shot. You know what I mean? So for the 3, now it's all I can shoot. I don't think I can see past the 14, but I'm down on it fast. I might be able to bank it off his 15 into the side. It might be my only option here. That's what I tried to do. And if I would have made that, I would have had the 1 go past the 8 and draw for the 5. I think I would have been out had I made that shot. But, I mean, it was, you know, you could tell I was just freewheeling there. I was just feeling good and shooting shots. I wasn't thinking no consequences. When you're on the hill, you know, and your opponent still don't have a game, it's easy to freewheel. It's easy to do that, bro. But I got to be careful because he only needs 2 games. 1 game for him, and he's on the hill with me. So I shouldn't be freewheeling like that. I shouldn't be doing it because Darrell can shoot well. I know in our 9-ball set, he came out strong, man, shooting real good. And then I started turning it on and let him sit for a little while. And then the tides changed a little, and it was a good back and forth match. It came down to the wire. You guys are going to have to watch it when I post it. Oh, he scratched. He had an itch. You know what I mean? He had to scratch it. So this might not be good for him. I think we're probably looking at game, set, match here. The 8 ball is the only thing that's going to be a little tricky because I got to start with the 1. Got to. I guess I didn't have to, but this is the smarter way to go. The 1-5 are the toughest balls to get to. And then that means I'm going to have to get from the 3 to the 8. If I get to what we're calling the bottom side of the table, I can make the 3 in the side with top right and come back over for the 8. That's really the only thing I can do. I hopefully get up high enough here. Yeah, this should be good. In fact, it's about perfect. I hate to toot my own horn, but toot, MFer. You know what I mean? You guys already know. Top right spin on this one. I hit it a little bit hard, but I think it's okay. Guys, I think this is our match. You know what I mean? Darrell, I'd like to thank you for letting me record our match, my man. Also, thanks for all the brokerage work, man. I appreciate you taking me on to your brokerage. Remember, guys, Real Estate for a Cause Waterford. Just email me. I'm going to put the email in the description. I'll probably pop it up right now so you can see it. JPowell at refacwaterford.com. Now, refac is Real Estate for a Cause. I'll tell you guys, the reason it's called Real Estate for a Cause is because a percentage of everything we make goes to charity. So it's a pretty cool place, man. That's what drew me to his brokerage to begin with, is the charity aspect of it. He does a lot of volunteer hours. I do as well, but not through his brokerage yet. I just started working with his brokerage, so I will be doing volunteer hours for his charities as well. I do already volunteer for a charity that I'm associated with here in my neighborhood. But, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you need real estate, let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up. Otherwise, man, short rail, link in the description. What other advertisements can I do here at the end? If you're still watching at this point, man, I love you because you sitting through all this advertisements, bro. You're a champ. You know what I mean? Hey, thanks, guys. And we'll catch you on the next video. That's it, man. I'm out. Peace.